Garage gyms. What's up, crew? It's been a long time and I'm coming to you with a new video. It's the new intro. Oh, actually, it's not. Definitely not the new intro. Man, it's been a little while. And I apologize for that. We're just going to jump into it. Copyright strike. What's up, crew? Welcome to another video. If you're new, my name is John Connie, aka Big Man Syndrome, and things are getting kind of weird around here. And I'm not talking about my BMW content. COVID-19 has put a lot of people on the market for garage gym equipment and may have you wondering, what do I actually need? You can essentially have everything from your local box in your garage gym given available space and budget. But what if you have neither? Or what if you ultimately plan to rejoin your local box? These are all valid questions, which is exactly why I wanted to create a video on what you may or may not need in your garage based on your space, budget, and expectations. Before we dive into each level, I highly recommend grabbing a mat of some sort. If you want to keep it portable and space effective, I would suggest the Dollar mat. Romwatt actually sells one for a very fair price. If you have a more permanent space available, I suggest grabbing some stall mats from a local provider. And these come in 4x6 foot pieces, so you can kind of fill as much space as you want. And they're pretty easy to cut, which I'm gonna have a video in the future on how to cut these effectively and easily to avoid a huge mess. You can also get some pretty cheap puzzle type mats on Amazon. These aren't as comfortable and they move around pretty easily. And the other thing I suggest to go with this is high grade double-sided tape to lay down on the floor of your gym space to keep those from moving around and splitting. Anyway, let's start with clean and simple. Since you already have a wide variety of movements with your body weight, there's really only two things that you need to have a basic, clean, and simple garage gym setup. Level 1 will also keep your mind at ease if you do decide to go back to the gym, having not spent a ton of money on gym equipment. Most will think a rower or even a barbell. Each will cost an arm and a leg and most likely require more equipment to maximize their value. Your first two items that will stay budget friendly and take up little space is a med ball and a jump rope. Let's start with the jump rope. While it has less unique uses, it holds a wide variety of action. Couple it in a warm-up with active stretching and you'll be ready for any high explosive workout. And don't forget to vary the type of jump. All too often do we get stuck with singles and doubles when we could be doing a lot more to prepare our body for a workout. Add rounds of single leg hop, alternating feet, or even doing a sequence like 3 singles, 1 double to practice coordination. Add to any workout and really test your ability to stay collected under fatigue. You can get a pretty cheap rope on Amazon, but I recommend grabbing something from ARC Smart Gear. I don't have a direct affiliation, no commission for saying nice things. I simply believe they are the best out there, constantly innovating. If you have a little bit of room in your budget, I suggest their Evo rope. It has incredible speed, little to no friction, and is going to make your double unders like butter. Or if you don't have your double unders yet, it's going to make it that much easier to get them sooner. I was even able to string together some triple unders when I first got my rope. Today, not so much. If not, check out their OG rope. You still have far more speed than a conventional rope or one without bearings. A little bonus with them is their kit of God ropes. From Poseidon to Kronos, you'll get a different level of pain and practice from these ropes. Now the medicine ball re-emerged as CrossFit introduced them in watts as a way to really jack up your heart rate. But this is far from what they were originally designed for. In fact, ask the owners of Dynamax what they think about it. Well, that's going to change. I didn't even realize that was in the background. Shoot. So you have a plethora of core work to choose from sitting or standing. But what many often miss is the incredible amount of scaling this item offers. Let's say you sign up for a dope online program like street parking. Their workout of the day includes cleans, but you don't have a barbell. Well, did you know you can clean a med ball? And did you know it is quite possibly the best progression for cleans? By forcing your mind and body to understand how to keep the logo of the ball forward through the movement, you better understand how to transition from pull to catch of a barbell. I know big guys and strong ladies out there are like, I could deadlift a house. It's all good, trust me. Throw med balls into one of your workouts and just feel the torture that it will provide. If anything, it's gonna suck more than the barbell, which, I don't know, could be good or bad. 159, 100. Oh, don't know how long you were sitting there, but yeah, just finishing up my 100 at 155. So you have a little more than a couple $100s to spend and want a little more to work with. You're also pretty sure that you're going to rejoin your gym after all of this is done, but you still want to have enough equipment in your garage in case of rainy days. I've been there. Workout after workout, there's only so many times you could substitute burpees in place of equipment that you don't have in the garage gym before you shut down the old garage gym. So level 2 still doesn't have a rower, but what you're gonna grab is a barbell and a rack. Starting with your rack, we will keep it quick and simple. My suggestion is a folding rack. I've had a static rack before, and honestly, when you don't want it out, too bad. In my gym, I have the T3 folding rack by Titan Fitness. It's the 41-inch option with tall uprights, because you know, tall. I still can't do pull-ups on it. I've had my hands on the Rogue 21-inch folding rack, and if you want my thoughts and my recommendations on how to shop between the two, check out my recommendations video here. I love having the folding rack. I'm close to 300 pounds and is as sturdy as a cage rack, even being bolted on the wall. Not to mention, it folds up nice and clean when I am done. I don't really have to talk about the level of variation you get from a rack. You add so many different movements from pull-ups to toes to bars, stretching, mobility, as well as a few different pieces of barbell work, but obviously you're gonna need a barbell and bumpers for that. Quick bonus item, a timer. Most of us have a smartphone or a tablet. I found the best timer is from Push Press. They have a free option that has ads and a pretty cost-friendly ads removed version. Within this app, you have a stopwatch, intervals, and AMRAPs available for custom programming. You have a long list of voices to cue you round to round, as well as a beautiful visual to keep you on track with every style of workout. Not sponsored by. Again, this is another company that I don't have a direct affiliation with. They're not paying me to say nice things. I've just simply used this app since I started working out, or as soon as Push Press became something. It is an incredible app. For any mid-level garage gym, a barbell is a must, and unfortunately that means grabbing some plates as well. Now here you're gonna wanna make a decision between whether or not you're going to stick to simply rack work and just deadlifts on the ground, or if you plan to drop from shoulder or even hip height a lot of the time onto the ground. If it's really rack only or just simple deadlifts, look into steel plates. You can get a lot of these on Facebook or even Craigslist. If you're not really too worried about the visual of it, you can get some pretty beat up plates on the cheap. Here you're gonna save a ton of money, and really all you need is weight to put on the bar for your squats and deadlifts. Now on the other side of things, if you wanna include a lot of the Olympic lifts or even go outside and do lunges and be able to drop the bar without any issue, look into bumper plates. You have a wide variety here as well, and you're also gonna wanna make a decision on the type of bumper plate that you want. If you're going to have a platform, you can really go with any bumper you want, but if you don't have a platform like I do in my garage, and you plan to drop it a lot outside or on the concrete, and you don't want to beat up really nice plates, look into high temp bumper plates. Rogue has a lot of these. I'm pretty sure you can find them on Amazon. If you've got a lot of extra budget on hand and you want the most beautiful look in your gym, I would go with the competition plates. And if you have that much budget, stick with just one color, or not one color, stick with just the rainbow section of these, where you can get the red, blue, yellow, green, and then you can go with the smaller change plates. I have collected mine over the years, so I've got these competition plates, 55s from the 2016 CrossFit Games. I have a set of 45s that are training plates with the blue stripe, which actually lost their blue stripe, FYI Rogue. I have training green plates, 25s, and then I have high temp bumper plates. With level 2, you can really hit 70 to 80% of the watts thrown your way. All right, so level 3 should be pretty quick and easy, considering we don't really have to talk about the level of variation that you get out of having just about everything in your garage gym. Level 3 is you basically have unlimited budget and space, or you ultimately want to have enough equipment in your garage gym to basically run an affiliate. And in many cases, you care more about your fitness than you do about saving the paint of your car. Ultimately, it's garage gym or bust. So to keep this somewhat quick, I'm just gonna do some main call outs. We can go into depth in a different video, and I've actually done one in my old garage gym, which I should do an update here since we're just about finished with this one. A cardio implement, I have both a rower and a bike, but you really only need one, and that could be a ski erg, a bike erg, salt runner and stuff like that. Next on that list is going to be a slam ball, your Plyo Box, some dumbbells and kettlebells, which you can see over there. For those weighted items, I suggest if you want to keep it somewhat budget friendly for those as well, you're going to really just want to stick to 3 weights. You're going to pick a warm-up weight, your sort of like scaled weight if you were to not go RX, and then your RX weight. For dumbbells, that's going to probably be 45s, 35s, and 10s. And for your kettlebell, that's going to be a half pood, 1 pood, and a 1.5 pood. Some other stuff that you can grab are things like the accessory stuff, like the mace that I have here. I have clubs from Onnit, as well as like crossover symmetry or some of the bands for stretching. And obviously to finish it off, you can get some extra little things, like I did this pegboard here to store some of the smaller stuff. I've got a glass whiteboard for a little bit of style, as well as that backdrop behind it so that you can see it a little better, and then it sort of breaks up this big white wall. Last thing that you're absolutely going to need is either a whole lot of self-motivation or an awesome family member, neighbor that is constantly ready to WOD with you. So there you have it, 3 levels of garage gym depending on your space, budget, and expectations. Save a lot of money in space with the mindset that you are going to continue a membership at a local box by simply just getting a medicine ball and a jump rope. You got a little bit more money and space, but still kind of want to keep going to a local box. Grab yourself a rack and a barbell and increase the variety of work that you can do in your garage gym. And lastly, get everything you need to run an affiliate out of your garage, able to charge membership to everyone on the street and do any WOD anytime. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this list. I know you guys probably were thinking dumbbells early on. The only problem that I have, or I see with grabbing dumbbells in the earliest level, level 1, is it's really a gateway drug. You can't just buy 1 set of dumbbells. You're always going to need more weight or less weight for something. Example, I have a set of 50s and I have a set of 25s. And nothing in between. So whenever Sarah and I WOD, it's one or the other, or we have to modify it with some sort of 5-pound plate, 10-pound plate, or something weird, or just grab a barbell. So I love dumbbells. I think they should be considered. If you can find a cheap set, or you can find the one that has all the weights that are clickable, like I don't know if it's a Bowflex or one of those companies that has the change plates in a rack, that's great. Saves space, and you can use them. I just don't think they're great for stuff like dumbbell snatches, dumbbell cleans. You can do presses, you can do a lot of other things with them. The variety is high, but the cost and the space is definitely high as well. And of course, with any of my suggestions, you can plug and play, you can really do what you want. These are simply just suggestions from my experience and what I believe to be true. With that said, that's all for today. It's probably going to be pretty long. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, again, consider joining the crew. We'd love to have you here. And if you're not new, you know what to do. Tap and go that like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are things that help grow the crew. And until the next video, I'll see you later, crew. I was even able to string together some triples back in the day. What am I saying? I'm not very old. Joining me today. That sounds so weird because I don't say stuff like that. And I'm not talking about my B&W content. B&W. A little bonus. Let's do a. I don't know how long you were sitting there, but yeah.